Breaking news. Ancient diaries reveal the process of building the Great Pyramid, everybody. However, mainstream's lying as always. This is just the Diary of Menra, which basically covers blocks being moved. These are just saying how many blocks have been moved down the Nile. That was it. No, nothing whatsoever to do with the pyramid. No mention of the pyramid, no mention of anything other than moving blocks down. And it's just a diary, like a catalogue of how many blocks were moved. So mainstream's at it again. Now, the only place you can actually find information about the pyramids, the only place, is in the Moorhen collection in the Columbia University, and that's tablets that are owned by the Rothschilds, and those tablets explain that the pyramids were built by Ningazida, which was one of the Anunnaki, and why? Because it was a light power source going up into space, so the other Anunnaki can find. They didn't explain how. Step right up, ladies and gentlemen. Take your wet sponges and prepared to throw and dunk. So this person commented on one of my Norse mythology videos, which I was basically saying I found out stuff that no one else has found out, blah, 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 which you guys know I am good at that, and that video will be released next week. Anyway, this person said that the Norse gods were called Norse because they come from up north. So, unfortunately, that's different to my research. And so, do you really think that the first name that they come up with was North, to do with being North? Because at that point, they probably only knew their little island that they were on. They didn't have aeroplanes and boats when you first have a civilization that can start talking. So, do you really think they decided to call themselves North, which means they would have had to have compasses and everything else? No. One of my followers suggested I look up Michael Feely. So I've done that, but I did say to the person, please don't make me go and watch it, because if I find something wrong, I'll probably end up doing a video, because obviously I only want the evidence out there, not, stuff that people make up. So here is Michael Feely explaining orbs.
You have what is known as noospheres, which are basically the intellect of the mind. It is a sphere of human thought, and of course...
So he's basically saying the spheres, the orbs, are from humans. Bear in mind, clairvoyants say that animals also have spirits. And also the other problem with this is University of Virginia have proven that reincarnation is real. So if you only have your own, then how does the next person that gets yours have their own, if then you end up with two? And of course, when that person dies, you end up with three, and before you know it, you've got a billion. So unfortunately, I don't agree with this. Watch my videos if you want. Perfect example of how a religious person has no idea whatsoever about their own beliefs. So this person was saying that they don't trust a TikToker like me with 40 years of research compared to hundreds of years of the church. And I said, well, unfortunately, the church has manipulated the actual text that you read. So I pointed out that in Genesis 1, it says, God created heavens and earth. And then I pointed out that in the Young's literal translation, which is the actual direct copy off of Hebrew, not changed, it says, God's prepared heaven and earth, not created. And it was plural. So this person then wrote, once again, why would I trust modern translation? Unfortunately, this person didn't realise that the Young's literal translation is direct off of Hebrew, and the version that he reads is the modern version. So unfortunately, when I wrote I win, it's because you can't beat me, because I go by evidence. Sorry. Do you know Norse mythology? Well, you're probably thinking the frost giant is something like this. Hold on. This weekend I am releasing a video that shows with evidence that the frost giant is nothing like this. In fact, it's going to be the world's first. So if you're interested in being one of those few people that actually know stuff that no one else knows with evidence, I will let you know when the video is released. So look forward to it. The Archons. So in my live last night, someone said to me, what do I think of the Archons? And I said, baloney. After 40 years of research, it's just a made-up thing. Anyway, this person then said, but the Archons are in the Emerald Tablets of Thoth. And I had to think, because obviously, 40 years of research, I went through my brain and I said, I don't think that it's actually in the Emerald Tablets of Thoth. But even if it is, it's still baloney. Anyway, I've just gone through the Emerald Tablets of Thoth, as you see here, Archon 0. I've just whizzed through it as well. Can't see it. So to the person that asked me about the Archons, I still rightfully claim baloney. Anunnaki family tree. And this one's not mine, and the reason why it's not mine is because it's wrong, and this one's on the internet. So you've got an Inharsag, who's also known as Nimna and other names. Now, I'm putting all the names in my family tree that I'll let you know when it's finished. I'm still working on it even today. But Enki's wife is called Damkina or Ninki, and there is no Ninki here. So it's pathetic. And here also another one, different online. I'm just showing you because obviously this is why people get so many things wrong. Enki here is, look, they've put all the names for this particular person, but they've put Damkina and they've put Ninharsag. Two different people, but they've put it as the same person. This is why my amazing family tree here is absolutely going to be amazing. So just keep watching, guys. You're finally going to get the proper answers from an expert. Norse gods, is there any connection with the Anunnaki gods? So I've been doing a lot of research recently, and I have actually worked out something that no other Norse expert has worked out. Now, it's not because they're not experts, it's because I know a lot about Sumerian and Anunnaki, so that when I research the Norse gods, I can actually conclude stuff that other people that may only just deal with the Norse gods wouldn't understand, and therefore it changes the whole paradigm of the Norse mythology. And so I'm very excited to tell you that I am working on that at the moment. And let's just say the frost giant isn't what you think it is. And I come up with evidence as well to back my claims up, as always. So keep an eye out, because this video is going to be another one of those groundbreaking ones that I've done with who Yahweh was, who the father of Jesus is, etc. So it's going to be another brilliant one.
Want to be the only person in modern history to actually know what the Norse gods were talking about in their creation story? I can show you with evidence. Yes, another world's first from our true history. Find out what the frost giant really was. Simply visit patreon.com/OurTrueHistory. There's over 100 long documentaries on a wide range of subjects, all answering questions with evidence never before known in the modern era. Stonehenge, solved, who Yahweh really was, solved, evidence the gods in the Bible were the Anunnaki, solved, and so much more. New content added every week. Click on the Collections tab to find videos easier. If you want to see if I know what I'm talking about, just watch my TikTok videos first. Enjoy!